Welcome to Obsessed Garage. What we're going to deep dive into today are sonic toolboxes, and specifically the ones that you see behind me. So part of my vision for this site and experience from the very beginning was that if I'm going to sell you something, I want to make sure that that it's something that I would buy. I want to be sure that it is vetted and tested and used by myself. I also want to I don't want to retail, meaning I don't want to just carry lines of product where I'm trying to capture everybody. And in the beginning, when I finally convinced Sonic to let me be a representative of their stuff, which is freaking awesome, by the way. I love this stuff. Was part of my problem was that they have so many things, so many options. It's going to take me years to get through it all and to teach you all about it and to make it so that you have everything you need, all the information, all the questions that I would ask if I was buying something like an expensive array of cabinets or a bunch of tools. I would want to have a set of resources in order to be able to do that. And so I would want to have a robust set of resources, video, photos, descriptions, information about that product so that I could obsess over it and then feel good about making the purchase. But for me, the thing that I get excited about, I hate to admit it, but I just ordered the Apple Pro XDR display, and so I'm watching all kinds of videos. And the problem is all of the videos from all these different places say the exact same thing. And so I just know that when I buy something, I want to know all about it, and I want to be able to watch. If they had hours of information about it, like I've been shopping for headphones lately, I'm watching all kinds of stuff because it's exciting. It gets me fired up. And so I know that many of you are the same way, and you want to know about it. If you're going to buy an S12 Toolbox, you want to know about it. And so that's the point of videos like this. So when we put Sonic up in the store, I didn't know which box I would choose. In fact, I didn't even know that I wanted a toolbox in the store until I went to Auburn. I went to HQ, and I got to see the MSS Plus line, which I now have a couple of cabinets here. And I also asked them if they could unbox one of each toolbox, like every single one. They have S8, S9, S12, S8, S9, S10, S11, S12, S13, S12 XD, S14, S15. So which one? And you can't see it. You can't go to Sears and touch it. You can't go to Home Depot and touch it and feel it. So I was able to go and do that. I flew to Auburn, and I spent a day there, and I learned all about what I didn't know, and I got the big, robust catalog. And from the toolbox perspective, I knew immediately, as soon as I saw them, which ones I liked the most. But it's different having it in your house. This is my house, OGHQ. It's very different having it in your possession and being able to utilize it on a daily basis. In my case, a couple of weeks, maybe a week and a half since I've unboxed them here. So now I have a bit more information, and I want to share that with you. We have some details. I want to show you all the different things, what they come with, and I want to break down each box. I want to talk about the top box and how you could utilize that, and I want to talk about all the different things that I like and dislike and all of that. So keep in mind, just because I'm choosing these, I'm a Sonic dealer, just like I'm a Rupes dealer, just like I'm a P&S dealer. I can get you anything you want. We could special order it, or I can just send you an invoice and place the order. So I appreciate all the help you guys give me in allowing us to do that. I know it's an inconvenience to you to shoot an email and have Kyle design a custom invoice for you, but I appreciate all of you that help us chase this vision. But I have to make a choice, which ones would I choose, which ones make the most sense in order to help. Most people don't want to sit there like I do. They don't want to fly to Auburn, Alabama to buy a $2,000 toolbox. Most of you just want to be, you want the information, but you also would like some advice on what to choose. It's like I used to sell people mutual funds. I mean, there are 10,000 mutual funds. Which one do you pick? And I don't know which one's going to go up, but I did know that I probably vetted it more than most people. Again, get on the proverbial plane, go to Auburn, see all the toolboxes, make a choice. So these are the 4 or 3.5-ish, if we count the bottom box. These are the 3 that I'm going to put in the store, put resources towards, teach you all about it, and because these are the ones that I would choose. So we have the S9 top box. You could also buy this with wheels. Can't really imagine why you would want that little thing rolling around. You have to bend down to get at it. I guess if you're on a stool working a lot, it would make sense. But really, this, I think, would be best suited if you combine it with the S9 box. And so if you've watched some of the videos or are familiar with the MSS line of cabinets, this S9 box is equivalent to, say, the 26.5-inch wide cabinet. The drawer size is the same, so all the foam inlays, all the foam inserts and tools, and I'll show you in the XD here, I ordered that one loaded. All of the tool setups, foam inlays from Sonic, which is where the magic really is what fits in this box. Then you have the S12. The S12 would be equivalent to the 34-inch wide MSS cabinet, so it holds those type of foam inlays, which I'll pull some out of my drawers and show you how they fit in here. And then we have S12 XD, same width as the S12, it's just deeper. This would be the equivalent depth to like an MSS Plus cabinet, their highest end cabinet. So let me roll these out of the way. I want to start with the S9, work our way through that. I want to show you what it comes with, show you what the casters are like, show you how the top box fits on it, and then, which is optional, and then show you how the tools fit in it, and then we'll show you all the what comes on the sides and stuff like that. So let me roll these out of the way, get this one front and center, and let's chat in detail. All right, I changed my mind. I'm going to start with the S12 XD. We're going to go top down, mainly because I have someone coming to buy this one today. That's why I'm rushing to shoot this video. So S12 XD, this is the I guess XD, I'm assuming means extra deep. This one is dimensionally is 25. It's 25 and 15/16 deep. Our width dimension is 40 and 3/16 wide, and then our height on this 41 and 3/8. So a little bit closer to, what would that be, 7/16. On the rather robust casters. So the drawer dimensions on this, this is designed to hold, and I ordered this box loaded, but this is designed to hold the XD foam inlays. You could do 2 medium inlays long ways next to each other. You could do 6 small inlays, because there are 4 different sizes. There's small, which is, I believe, 7.5 by 14. Then there's medium, which is 22.5 by, I think, 14.5, something like that. And then there's the large. The large would be the same width as this, just not as deep. And then the XD is what fits these drawers specifically. So you do have some hybrid functionality that you could change out and do some of the other foam inlays. I'll grab some of show you some of the smaller ones here as well throughout this process. So these drawers, the way that they're designed, as you might imagine, like most toolboxes, if one is open, then the other locks, right? So I can't open up the bottom larger drawer and then I can't, and then open the others. The dimensions, the drawer depth on the bottom drawer it's 5 3/8 deep, and then the width of the drawers, they are 29 and 3/8. Yeah, 29 and 3/8 wide, and then the depth of the drawers are 23 and an eighth. So you have quite a bit more dimensional depth on an XD box because of how big and deep the box is, and the drawers do open almost the whole way. There's a little bit of a recess, so there's about a half an inch that the drawers don't expose. You know what I'm saying? So as you pull out, the drawer glides will come, and there's about a half an inch overhang here. Just something to keep in mind. I don't know how that would matter, but there are some drawers like the MSS Plus that actually comes entirely out. So the entire back of the drawer, there's no overhang. So just some of the little details that I think are interesting. I do like the front of the drawer, the front face of the drawers. There's no lip. The sides there's a lip. The front, there's no lip, which helps with being able to slide the foam inlays in when you're first setting it up. Again, if you buy a box with tools like this loaded, they'll set it all up for you. You just have to pull off the cellophane. They come wrapped with cellophane and some, silica do not eats to keep moisture out. But we'll talk a little bit more about the foam inlays after we get through the box. So obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawers. The Sonic white is painted, so you can't remove that. It's raised, so that's something you can't take off. You could peel the red sticker off, which I probably will. I wanted to leave it on there for photos so you'd know what you get. And then the S12 is not raised. This is just stuck on. So you could pull the S12 XD off. So that's probably what I'll do is if I were going to keep this box, I would pull this and this off. I'd pull the red off. There was also a Sonic Tools USA sticker up here, which I've already debadged. I already pulled that off as well as the stickers on the back. So up here on the stainless top, we have our lock, and then this would be not raised, but recessed. So you have a recessed Sonic logo. So this one is raised lettering. You cannot take this white off. It's not a sticker. It's painted. And then this is recessed, which would be the opposite. The keys that it comes with 2 keys. The key mechanism or locking mechanism is pretty stout. You can still see there's a little bit of give or a little bit of play in the drawer, but not anything I think would matter much. I guess it would make a little bit of noise if you were rolling it around really quickly, but it's just a really solid click. Feels substantial. Obviously, these are designed to be sold for mechanic shops and dealerships and things like that. But for me, I'm never going to lock it, so I always just take the key and throw it in the top or bottom drawer. So the bottom drawer is a little bit deeper, but the fit and finish of these boxes is what I really like. You get every single Sonic thing I've gotten. Now, I'm not saying they're infallible, but every product that I've gotten a lot of them. I've got 2 MSS Plus cabinets over here. I've got this giant array of MSS. I've unboxed several sets at Ed Bullion's garage. I've yet to see, I shouldn't say this, but I've yet to see an imperfection. They're just extremely precise. I think some of the stuff is made in Europe, some is made in Taiwan, some is made in China. I don't really care where it's made. I just want it to be good. I want it to be of high quality, and I want it to function the way that I want it to function. So the casters. This is why I think you'd buy the XD. I'd almost like to be able to put these casters on the other boxes. The casters are sized accordingly to the maximum weight specifications, but the casters on this, although not as pretty. So the locking mechanism isn't as pretty. I'll try to stay put here and stay on camera. So this locking is much easier to do, much easier to nail down, much easier to remove the latch mechanism, or disengage the latch. So obviously you'd use your foot and you pop it up. So it's much easier than the other boxes, which I'll show you, but it's not as pretty. So this locking mechanism isn't as pretty. But these casters are heavier rated. They roll quite a bit smoother than the S9 and S12. I think it's pretty obvious they're putting a much heavier duty caster on the 12 because of how much more weight it can hold because of the depth. There are 2 pivoting or swiveling and 2 fixed. I mean, that's a personal preference. I'm sure if you really wanted to, we could probably figure out if you wanted 4 rolling casters, we could probably custom order it, or just get you 2 extra casters to swap out on your own. I'm sure you could do that if you wanted it. I kind of like, I'm torn. I need to keep these around a little bit longer. I have the rolling carts. The Sonic carts are the same way, where they have casters that were the 2 next to the handle are the swiveling casters, and the other 2 are fixed. So I'm kind of torn. Sometimes I wish I could just move it around whatever position I wanted to. Other times I'm kind of glad that the 2 back ones are not swiveling. So the S12 comes with 2 different. I guess this would be a can holder. So that you could put things like engine degreaser, WD-40, carbon choke. You can put different stuff in here. So if you were rolling around, you could put cans and spray bottles in here. So dimensionally, you could fit something like a bottle of gunk here. So it holds some stuff. And it comes with 2 of them. So it comes with 1 you can put on one side, and then the other, you'll see here. You could, I guess, theoretically, the way it's set up, there are 2 sets of inserts that match. So if you wanted to have both sets on one side, you could. It would have to be this side because the previous side has the handle, right? So the handle is here. So actually, yeah, you could still fit this up here if you wanted to. And then you have the option for positioning the paper towel holder. Sorry, see, this is the time where I'd like to have two sets of swiveling wheels. So the way the paper towel holder works is I just pull like this. I'll grab a roll of paper towels for you. I think these are designed to hold like large European rolls of paper towel. But what you do is you pull this off, slide your paper towel the proper way. Nothing bothers me more than if someone puts the towels or toilet paper on incorrectly. And then I pop it in place. And obviously you could hold a roll set of paper towels that is much bigger. This also has the Sonic pegboard system. They sell all kinds of different pegboard stuff. I'm not a pegboard guy, so don't ask me what you put in there, but they have a bunch of different things we can get. If you needed them, you can go to Sonic Tools USA and just hit me up. I'll get you what you need. But it's a nice, clean design. I'm okay with the holes in it. Again, I would probably prefer it didn't have that. But for some of you who are going to want to load the box up with all kinds of stuff, there's all kinds of little things that they sell, little trays. Like if you were a car audio guy or something like that, and you wanted to have little bins, they have little bins and things like that where you could put butt connectors and things, on top. So the sides have this heavy-duty molded plastic, which I didn't like at first. I thought it was kind of tacky. But until you see it in person and until I got it in my possession, I'm really digging it. It's very dense, very high quality plastic. If this was my toolbox, I'd actually probably coat this with some CSL. I'm going to keep one of these boxes for sure. It's starting to grow on me. The look of the box, it looks nice. It doesn't look as high quality as it feels, if that makes sense. So the back, let me show you the back so you can see that. All right, this thing is really heavy with all the gear in it. So the back of the box looks like so. Nice fit finish. There are no runs, there's no imperfections, even the rivets are painted. I love this color, gray. It's like there's like a green tint to the gray, which, shoot, I wish they sold MSS Plus cabinets in this color. I would probably get it. It is nice that if you're going to have a rolling box like this, it's a nice little contrast against, and you see how good it looks against the backdrop of the MSS cabinets behind us. So again, this box I bought loaded. So this comes fully loaded with 735 tools. So this is, I'm shooting this video April 11, 2020. I'm sure prices will change, go up or down, depending on import costs and the strength of the dollar versus the euro. But the box unloaded cost $2,500. The box loaded, this is the full kit, and they give many different options. We can create a full custom if you want, and they have hundreds of different foam inlays. But this one comes with all XD foam inlays with 735 tools, so the box loaded is 10 grand. So the tool is obviously the lion's share of the cost. So when you buy any loaded box from Sonic, again, these are, I think it's cool that we're buying professional grade stuff. Designed for aviation techs and technicians at VW plants and facilities and things like that. But we're adapting it for the guy in his garage who just wants the same high quality stuff. So when you buy a loaded box like this, this is the 735 piece box. You get an inventory control book. Which you can slide in the bottom drawer. It also comes, I already pulled it off here, but it comes attached with, now it has double-sided tape, so you put it on the side of the box. But it comes attached with a scan tool or a scan area where you can scan with your phone. It says, attach your custom badge above to your toolbox, open the camera on your phone, scan the badge to access warranty exchanges. And you go to sonictoolsusa.com, and you can, let's say one of your ratchets quit working, or you broke it, or the gear mechanism broke. They have a lifetime warranty. They have an entire department, an entire room full of people where their entire job is to just make sure that they are analyzing and getting new tools out to you as quickly as possible. And so you would take this badge and put it, somewhere on the box. I'd probably put it somewhere on the side so you can scan it. And you also, if you kept a hold of this workbook, the workbook has, a picture of the layout of the foam inserts, both loaded and empty, numbered, and then the numbering works its way down. They give you the Sonic number, and then they give you the size and length and dimensions of the product. So if you lost a screwdriver, a pick tool, or a hex key or something like that, you could very easily go and replace it. And they give you corresponding numbers. This one's from 1 to 217, and it gives you the SKU of the product. And so you could keep this in here. This would be also great, if you do have I know I have a lot of people that own dealerships and shops and things like that. A lot of detailers that watch these videos. A lot of people that own body shops and mechanics workshops and things like that. This could become your way to manage the boxes. I know if I owned a shop, I would probably want to buy the tools for my guys and then have an inventory control output or setup, so that way all my guys had the same tools, proper tools. But then I would, you'd have a little less of salary hit because normally guys have to buy their own stuff. And so I would set it up where, again, I'm speaking out of turn here. I don't have any experience with this, but I'm just thinking out loud. This is one way you could manage the cost and manage the workflow and making sure that losing tools and things aren't showing up missing, and then every day you put it back in place. I think this whole concept is derived from the aviation industry, where you have to account for all of your tools at the end, because you can't leave a wrench stuck somewhere. It could be the difference between life and death. So having the inventory control workbook for us guys in the garage is cool, but for real technicians, this I think could be an important thing to have in order to manage your tools. So the top of the box is stainless. They don't sell any sort of protector for this. If you were going to be using this box all the time, I would probably want to put some sort of urethane, maybe even put paint protection film or something on top of here and replace it every so often. But you do have these trays on the side. They also have a setup for, I guess, if they ever made a top box, it's set up. I'll show you on the S9 later how you pop these things out. You put little plastic pins in here, and you can set a larger box on top. But as of right now, they don't have an S12 XD box. They only have a top box for an S9. So let's talk a little bit about the foam inlays. I'm going to show you a couple of those, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so let's find one of these that's a little bit lighter weight, so I don't have to take it all apart. These are all pretty stout. Okay, here's an example. I don't even need to do it. So this here is a medium, double medium drawer. So you have, this is these inlays, this foam insert is designed to fit inside of like an S9 box or a 26.5-inch wide cabinet. So the nice thing about having the way that the inlays are designed, the sizing of the drawer is designed, is that you have your normal, perfectly fit XD. So this would be your XD foam inlay, loaded up with all kinds of tools here, all kinds of wrenches. So this normal setup here is what's designed to fit in a MSS Plus cabinet or this S12 XD box. Now, you have the option, what you could do, other than doing these perfect, if there was some combination of tools that they didn't have set up the way that you wanted, again, you could take and we could adapt. They do make some of these vertical type inserts for this type of drawer, meaning that these are set up. Notice all the numbering is set up for this specific drawer here to be set in, I guess this would be vertically instead of horizontally, versus if there was a set of tools, the numbering might not work quite the way you wanted it to, but you could take a regular medium size foam inlay and fit it in. The other option in an XD drawer is that you can take the smalls and turn the smalls sideways, and you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the smalls in place, and that could also fit your drawer. So notice, the Sonic logo is designed for this to sit in the drawer like this. So it's designed to go in 1, 2, 3 across. But I don't think it's the end of the world if you wanted some foam inlays to go this way. You could get a bunch of the smalls and put them in like so. 1, 2. Now that hammer's in the way, but you get the idea. So you could do 6 sets of smalls. Like, for instance, I don't think this is their brake kit for. Oh no, this is the oil change kit. I don't think that you can get this in a larger, medium, or large or XD insert. But, I'm telling you, this is the magic. This is the magic of Sonic. The toolboxes are really nice. They've grown on me quite a bit. I like them a ton. It's my favorite toolbox I've ever encountered. I think that maybe the possibility of a Lista box. The Lista box would have Austrian drawer glides. These are 200-pound drawers versus a 450-pound drawer. These are quite a bit smoother than like a Lista box. I do have some Lista cabinets over on the other side. They do have some play. Just like pretty much any box. Nowhere near as much play as your typical Craftsman or even your Snap-on boxes, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed in the functionality, the drawer function, and how these work. It's tight, it's precise, it's very nice. I think drawer glides in general are always going to have a little bit of in and out play. I don't know that there's any way around that, but the functionality of this box is freaking fantastic. I would highly, highly recommend, if you have the space, if you have the room, I would buy one of these. In fact, I would buy this exact setup. I know it's 10,000 bucks, but S12 XD with with all 735 sets of tools, it's pretty darn complete. You're not missing much in here. And then I would set up tool grid. We'll talk about tool grid a little bit more in a future video. And I would set up tool grid in the bottom drawer. You could fit a ton of stuff in this drawer, setting up bins and storing other tools that aren't part of the Sonic system, Klein tools, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Knipex? Channel locks and things like that. So anyway, this is the S12 XD. This is a loaded box. The other ones I have to show you aren't loaded, but I think I've covered pretty much everything. Certainly, if you have questions about this box, you can always shoot me a message. But I'm in love with the casters, the size. It's just right for me. I think that this, even though I'm probably going to sell this box today, I'm probably going to buy another one and have it to use and compare and continue to experience. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is you could also do a large. So this is the same width as the large foam inlay. It just wouldn't be as deep. And then we could either cut some sort of tool grid to fit in to keep it pressure fit, or they do sell like a large piece that will fill in that extra space in order to do large inside of an XD type drawer. So again, if you want your tools to look like this all the time, Sonic is the best in the world. So here's an exact side-by-side comparison. The S12 XD is on the right, and obviously on the left is your S12. So the dimensions are the same width and height, but depth is quite a bit bulkier. You see a substantial difference in the overall size. Okay, so now the S12. Same exact width and height, but the depth dimension, it's 20 5/8 inches deep. The drawers are the same width internally, with the exception of the depth of the internal side of the drawer. Let's see, 17 3/8 is the depth of the drawer. So same exact functionality as the XD. The drawers are the same. The drawers feel actually a little bit more stout because they're not as deep. So there's a little bit more click and like it does feel just ever so slightly more solid because the depth of the drawers. The lower drawer is the same as well. So the depth of the lower drawer is the same as the other at 5 and change inches. They do sell, which I wouldn't recommend. So I bought one of these just to try it out. But they do sell a top piece for the box that's made out of rubber. It's not very nice, so I don't know that I would recommend that. So they sell that for the 12 and the 9. I would recommend you source your own of some sort. Maybe someday what I'm going to work with. Tool Grid has some really awesome options if you wanted to do some sort of protection for the top of the box. They sell it, but I don't think I wouldn't recommend the Sonic one. Same thing here. The S12 could come off, the red could come off, but the white is fixed. And then the recessed lettering as well. The thing I forgot to mention on the XD box is the Sonic logo on the top, and same with all the boxes, is raised as well. So it's recessed on the front, raised on the top. Same hard black plastic. Comes with a paper towel holder, and comes with can holder as well, or a manual holder, depending on what you want to use it for. And then it comes with one for the other side as well. And so these, I'm not sure, it's a good question, I'm not sure if it will fit in these holes in the paper towel holder, but it's really designed to go down in the bottom. Really stout, really solid, really well finished. Again, fit and finish of these is what it's all about. The handle is very, very solid feeling. Again, the one thing I don't like is the pegboard stuff. Dudes in their pegboard, it's just not my thing. Now the casters. This is one of the big differences between the S12 and the XD is the casters are quite a bit different. So notice the functionality is nicer, or I'm sorry, the functionality isn't as nice, but the quality, the way it looks quite a bit nicer. And so you'd step on the release in order to get it to release, and then depress in order to depress. So these wheels are smaller in diameter. There's not as much rubber, but they are a rubberized, like a heavy-duty rubberized, smooth rolling caster. Again, they look prettier than the XD, but the XDs I would choose over these if I had the choice. They're just not as they're not as stout. But this box will weigh quite a bit less because it's quite a bit less deep. Isn't as bulky. So the back of it looks just like the XD. You know, nice fit and finish, just like a normal every other Sonic box. The stainless top is nicely, very cleanly riveted in place, and then the plastic sides as well are fit and finish very nice. You can hear the box rolling around, just sounds substantial. And so the S12 drawers are the exact same as the 34-inch wide MSS cabinets. And so these foam inserts, the only thing that the S12 holds are the large. And so you would do up to, you can do up to 8 of the large foam inserts like these here. And so notice, like all of the cabinets, there's about a 1/2 inch overhang here, and that, but the front of the drawers are flush like this, just like the tool cabinet. So notice the drawers are identical on the glides, and the drawers are identical on MSS Plus, or sorry, MSS as it is on the S12. So the last box to talk about is the S9. The S9 has the medium-sized drawers, and so we would fit medium inserts. It's the same type of inserts as we have in the 26.5-inch wide MSS cabinets. The depth is the same as the S12. Again, it's just narrower overall. So your height is the same. So the box is 33 5/8 is your width, maximum width of the S9 box. The S9 doesn't come with 2 spray can holders, so it comes with a single paper towel holder and a single spray can, or owner's manual, or I guess a service manual holder. And so this box, again, I bought this unloaded. This box has a handle, but a single set of things. Now, there are inserts where I could put all the stuff. I could put the holders on this side, so I can put it on either side. I chose to put it on the opposite side of the handle. The casters are the same as the S12, and the top, the fit and finish, everything else is the same. So again, these drawers can hold 3 smalls like this. Or a single medium. Let's see if I have a lighter weight medium that I can put in place here. Oh, it's so good. I would be buying these boxes loaded for sure if I were you. Or we can take our screwdriver set, pretty lightweight. So you can take the medium, and it holds medium set like that. Okay, so the S9 differs from the other in the other boxes, that we have the option to put on a top box, and they don't make a top box for the S12 and S12 XD. And so, since I just put screwdrivers in here, when you buy a top box, it comes with these little plastic separators. It looks like that. It's really a pretty little genius design. What I might suggest, since these trays are going to be covered up, you might want to leave these in here, or just throw them in one of the drawers in case you ever need them again. Just take a little screwdriver, pop that off. Try not to scratch anything. I'll be having more tool reviews coming up here. And we still have till the end of the month of April that if you do buy a set of Sonic a cabinet array, not a toolbox, but a cabinet array over $7,500, they do give you a $2,000 tool voucher. So we take those, put them in place, and believe it or not, I'm going to lift this up and put it on myself without messing anything up. This is pretty darn heavy, but doable. So much strong. I wouldn't suggest this. That's it. So you can slide the top box in place. And now we have a much more stout, much taller S9 array. So now you're 59 inches tall, and you've added 1, 2, 3, 4 more drawers to your setup to make it, I think, a little bit more practical use of space in your garage. And you get this nice fit and finish all the way through. And this, even though it doesn't secure down, it's not moving. So no problems with that. And notice rolling, nice and smooth. I'm telling you, forget the political aspects of what your favorite toolbox is. I'm just telling you, these are good. It's a good box. I really, really like these, and I would highly recommend it. So for me, it's about the ecosystem, right? The box is great. The drawers are nice. The foam inlays are best in class. And when you put the tools are good, you put it all together. Again, I've never had nice tools before. I've always just bought Craftsman and a hodgepodge of other things. And so this is my first set of, really fancy tools, having it for the last, say, year. And I'm in love with them. I think they're fantastic. There's certain things I would change. I'm not a huge fan of their handles, maybe a few other little tweaks, but in general, you got a lifetime warranty, have access to a great company here in the U.S. that supports this brand, and you have nice toolboxes, great cabinets, amazing MSS Plus, and the high end. It's really what's not to love. So this is the Sonic Toolbox line. Again, I can order you any one you want. My suggestion would be to do one of these, the S9, S12, S12 XD. My pick is the S12 XD if you can fit it. If you can't fit it, I'd be really torn to do this combination, the S9 with a top box versus the S12. Pricing right now on the S12 is $22,000. I had to go look up pricing. I didn't memorize it. So the S9 is $1,500 alone. The top box is $800 alone, or you can buy the combination for $2,200 if you do the S9 and S9 top box. The top box also, they sell it with casters and a longer handle if you want. The top box doesn't come with any holder for the side, but there are some inserts if you wanted to put another paper towel holder or get additional accessories. So there are some spots to bolt that in there. But yeah, anyway, this setup of tools, foam inlays. What I intend to do in the future here coming up is I'm going to buy a set of regular tools. I've been talking with Techman Tools, much lower cost than Sonic, and dealing with figuring out how to organize it using Tool Grid. So I want to do a video series on that, or maybe I'll just go to get a set of Craftsman tools and a bunch of stuff that maybe take a trip to Home Depot and Lowe's and load up on a bunch of tools and see how I could organize a box like this, because most people already have tools that you may not want to replace with all the Sonic stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching this. I'm going to check this off my list of things that I want to chase and move on to the next thing. Lots more Sonic content coming, lots more updates on tools and things like that. And then air compressors, keep an eye out for some FIAC videos. Who knows what else I'm going to get into. I have a new orange vise that I'll be sharing with soon that can fit on all this stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Always is a huge help if you buy this stuff from me. Helps me do this stuff. Share with you the details of these products. So thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. Catch you on the next one.